a muscle has to be functional through its full range. Okay. So like when we lengthen out the bicep and contract it, that's how the muscle has to function through that whole range of motion. Same thing with the pelvic floor. If your bicep is contracted all day and you're walking around like this, it's not functional. You can't like do anything.
Yeah.
So same thing happens with the bladder and leaking. If the pelvic floor is contracted and lifted up, it doesn't move. It stays in that state. So the bladder is just like doing its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we see this a lot with people who tend to do a lot of like high dynamic activity, a lot of Pilates, a lot of Olympic weightlifting, runners, CrossFitters, dancers, like people that are engaging their core all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like excessively overfunction. And it's not that that's bad. It's just that there's no balance. You're not stretching and dropping and releasing your pelvic floor like you would be stretching your hamstring or your bicep or your neck or whatever. Like you're just staying contracted. And then that starts to go off in these different tangents like leakage, pain, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like when my therapist told me that, I started realizing I would notice during the day, like, oh my gosh, I'm like tightening right now. And I didn't even know I was doing it. I was just like sitting around and you just realize it. Right. And she explained it as like, let the elevator go back down to the bottom floor. Like,
I love it.
Like, let it go.
Drop it down. Yeah, drop it down. And I think a lot of times too, like as women, you know, we're always trying, you know, like suck it in a little, like let's like look good in selfies. And I think like that like contributes to this kind of overuse, over contraction issues. And that's where like those like Kegel electrical things that people can buy and like stick in their vagina, like it's just no good because sometimes like you might not need it.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. Can we talk about that? What are these like eggs? And like, do you need to stick things in your vagina to make it work?
No, you do not need to stick things in your vagina to make it work.
Because like, that's, you know, something people are marketing a lot.
Yeah, I know.